Good morning. You guys ready? It's the last day of harvest. It's the last day of harvest. I'm running a little bit late, but we've got the tractor running. Dad's fueling up the combine. Come on, breakfast. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My breakfast doesn't stay warm very long when it's 20 degrees outside. It's cold. Let's go. Well, there it is. Part of the last field of corn. Go around this house and up here to where Dad's starting. 72 acres, I believe, in this one. So we're gonna park the cart here while Dad opens up these front ends. Phil's picking me up at some point, and we're gonna go back and get a semi truck and then come over here and run this. And Brock's coming later this morning, so when he gets here we'll jump into combine to finish it up, and Dad's got some other stuff going on this afternoon, but yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Okay, we're back. Dad got our front end rows done here while we were getting the semi, and now we're heading to the back of the field, do some end rows along the woods back there. And this field should take us about 8-ish hours. We got started a little after 8, so by 4 to 5 o'clock we should be done here and be done, which is good. Oh, I'm so excited. Finally. So far, which I haven't been on much of it yet, but so far the ground seems quite solid, very firm. Haven't broke through anywhere, haven't seen any mud. Better than yesterday, which I expected. It's still like 24 degrees out. It's getting very hard now. It's been cold for a long time, for 2 days, so the ground should be freezing pretty solid here. Corn looks to be standing okay. Some of the tops are breaking out. I don't see a lot of broken stalks laying right down on the ground, so that is a good thing. Yeah, let's get it. Looks like it was a little wet when the neighbors were out here. I should clean that mud off of there so you guys can see better, but oh, at least right here on this edge, the rest of the field doesn't look so bad, but right here they really tracked it up. That's why we left this, because ours is the same way. If it wasn't frozen, we would do the exact same thing. Don't blame them one bit. Well, the overall field conditions out here are better. However, I am still breaking through in a couple of spots. Not as bad as we were yesterday yet, but this field has got quite a bit of roll to it. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there's a high spot there. It's higher over here, and then we drop down into a big low spot. It's really low right over there. Man, you can't see anything. Sorry. There's another one down over that way and stuff. That's why this one is always kind of last, and it's just wet because it rolls so much and there's pockets. I did manage to get connected to the yield monitor, and well, this corn's not that good. Average is up to 170. It was 160 when I looked before. He's in some good stuff in here, but so I looked up my planting maps and records, and this is not the variety that I thought it was. Believe it or not, this is the same variety that was in the field that we started shelling corn on September 12th. This is the same variety now standing on the 8th of December. And it does not have very good stalks. I am shocked that it is standing as good as it is, to be honest. This was one that tar spot came in and just destroyed it. So maybe the planting date had something to do with it, because this was almost the last field of corn that we planted instead of almost the first. So it doesn't seem too bad. It's actually not too bad compared to what it has been everywhere else, but this is 108-day corn that has been our biggest flop this year. Has not been good corn, and looks like we're going to end on a little bit of a sour note. If this field makes 180, I'd be pretty happy with that. So is what it is. I plant 7 to 10 different varieties every year from Golden Harvest, and one of them this year was no good. What are you going to do? Last year it was our best corn, so that's no good, but I am dropping it because you can't have that kind of inconsistency, and with the tar spot issues that we've had, I think that caused a lot of the problems with this hybrid. So anyway, we're going to keep moving across here. Brock should be here in a little over an hour, and then we're going to jump into combine. I think I'm going to do a live stream because I actually have decent cell phone service here. We're about 8 miles away from the farm. Phil might not be able to keep up with us So we may have to shut stuff down and haul trucks a little bit here and there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. With the lower yield, we're not going to get quite as many bushels as fast, so maybe he can keep up. But right over there was a little bit of mud. Like I said, it's not horrible, but there was some. That might be a problem. Oh, you guys can't see anything because of all the mud on my window. I should wash that for you. I'm not going to, but I should. Do you see that edge right there? That's the ice that's frozen to the stalks, and there's a whole lot of water down there. I think Dad's gonna have to start going around that one. Bummer. Oh well. Fortunately, there's not a lot of corn down at the bottom of that hole, but he's gonna have to go around anyway. We're not driving through it. I just wanted to get a closer look, see what we're dealing with here. Water, mud. Bummer. It'll be frozen by the time we leave here, I bet. Again, frozen again, yeah. We're catching Phil, but we got an empty truck. Brock just called me. He's on his way over here, so quickly we'll be getting in the combine, which is good. I want to finish in the combine. Look, Brock's here. What?
You do a practice round with him
Practice
here?
round, so he knows what he's doing?
Yeah.
No, he'll be all right.
It's been a while. What's that for the ice down there?
Right over top. Dad's got to go. He's got a banquet. Do you want to tell him where you're going?
I'm going to Grand Rapids
For the
Fruit Convention. Vegetable.
Michigan Horticulture Association's annual banquet. And why?
Anna got a scholarship.
Yeah. So Anna, my sister, got a big scholarship from them, and she's getting it at the banquet. So the parents have to go.
Saves my checkbook.
Yep. So he's taking off. I'm going to jump into combine. Brock's going to remember how to run the grain cart, and we're going to finish the corn here.
Watch out for the ice.
Watch out for the ice, he says. Yeah. Back in the combine seat. You can see there is some snow on the ground, but it's not on the stalks, which is why it's not an issue. And yeah, there are some broken stalks, stuff leaning a little bit. This isn't standing great, but it'll be fine. Let's see, field average up to 170 almost, so it's not horrible corn. It's not the best corn we've ever had, but this isn't the best field we've ever had either, so we're gonna work around this big wet hole here. And what do we got? Let's see, he's got 23 acres done. We've got 47 and a half to go, so still gonna take us a little while yet. Oh yeah. See the ice? Oh, let's keep the snouts above it. Get what we can. And now we'll go back out. Well, that was fun. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, buddy. Doing some end rows here in the back. These are the last end rows of harvest 21. You guys see that field over there? Those are soybeans. Oh good. Now's your chance, man. Come get them. I don't know whose they are, but I feel for them because that's a tough situation. So I'm trying to break through the middle here to create another spot for us to unload going towards the road, towards the truck, because if we do it on that end, we're facing away from the road, and we don't like to do that. And then it occurs to me, what if there's a bunch of water up here and I can't make it straight through? What am I gonna do? Guess we're gonna find out. Well, we made it. There's corn all the way over there through that big low pocket that I'd be shocked if there's not water and ice in it, but we'll see when we get there, won't we? So a couple days ago I told a story about getting stuck with a grain cart and shelling and mud and water and ice, and back when I was in high school. This is the field that is the spot. I'll point it out when we get over there. I don't think filling the cart up that full is a good idea. I know we didn't have an empty truck up here when Brock turned around, but see if he makes it up the hill. Fortunately, he was in one of the drier passes on the farm, and I think he's gonna make it, but I don't want over 30,000 in that cart because it's just too risky right now. See, the feelers, they stay on top of the ice, and then the head stays above it too. Well, at least that one wasn't soft underneath it. We're almost done. Guys, we're almost done. Have I expressed to you how much I'm ready to be done with this, and I don't like fighting the mud and shelling corn when it's cold and all this? 95-day corn shelled in September is starting to sound pretty good. It's too bad it'd be 2/3 of our normal yield, but I wouldn't be shelling in December, I can tell you that much. We've officially caught the trucks. Brock's sitting up there. He's not full, but he's got enough on that I didn't want him to bring it back for another round, and we're full, so we're gonna have to sit here and wait. Phil's not back yet. I scheduled a live stream for 5 minutes from now, and we're probably gonna have to stop and unload a truck, so oh well, do what we gotta do. We're only got 30 acres left, so we could just keep going and wait, sit and wait on Phil, but oh well. We're about 8 miles from the home farm, and Phil's kind of going that way and going away from the farm out to the main road there, so they're long trips, which is why you can't keep up. This is one of our farthest away fields, and you know, yeah, it's fine, no big deal. So this hill right here, see that low ground down there, and this big hill we're coming up? I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a big hill right there. That's where we got that grain cart that stuck like 15, 20 years ago. Back when I was in high school, I was running a grain cart right here, and we were combining in this low ground where we're fighting down corn right now. There was water and ice through all the way across there. I remember Dad coming on or telling me from the combine that he was able to see this like really smooth snow and realized that it was ice on the ground, and we were breaking through it, pushing the water with the combine tires. And then as we started going up towards the house there and climbing that hill, kind of like that hill, we were unloading on the go, and I was in the grain cart, and the 4955 we were pulling it with, a like 400 or 500 bushel old John Deere grain cart that was 2 little tandem axles that were not good, and I got stuck going up the hill. I remember that. It was like the first time I'd ever gotten something stuck. It was, yep, I remember it. Well, this is fun. That water's deep, but it's not terribly soft under it, so we're making it through it. Hi. All right, just finished my live stream up. We are stuck waiting on trucks a few times here, but we're getting it done. Just a few more rounds. We're down to about 20 acres, I think is what the combine here said. So, yeah. Phil just came with a truck. It's half full, but we can fill up the grain cart a little bit more. Keep going. I am fighting my reel plugging quite a bit. I don't know why exactly, but it has been an issue. It was while I was on the live stream there. Also, it's snowing. Can you guys see those huge snowflakes? Holy cow. It's snowing. We gotta get it done before the snow starts accumulating, or we'll be in trouble.
Here we are. Nathan just wrapped up with his live stream. If you watched, thanks for watching and subscribing and liking his channel and videos. Unloading here, he just said he had 19.5 acres to go, so wrapping down. I think everybody is ready to be done. It's been a long season, and the head just plugged up again. was gonna try and record this whole unloading here, and we're gonna see if the head got plugged. Well, it did, but it seems like an easy unload there. Just turned it off, and then we got to get lined back up, and we're on our auto steer line, and he's going through some down corn now, so I'm guessing it's gonna get plugged again, or it's just gonna push up on the snouts. He ain't too happy, a little frustrated.
I think I have figured out what's causing the auger to plug up every now and then. Can you see down there on the end that root ball? See it right there bouncing around? When I get in some of that down corn, rather than the stalks pulling in or it feeding in real nice, whoa, zoom back out for you. I get the plants are pulling up from the ground, and it's bringing the roots and the dirt with it. And there's enough frozen dirt on them, and I think that it's so hard that that dirt gets caught underneath the auger, and that is causing it to plug up that auger, because the dirt, it's like bringing a rock in, essentially, until it gets to the combine, and then it breaks up. So that's why I'm fighting it. It's this down corn, you get a root ball, and then it plugs up my auger. Super frustrating. I'm trying to go slow and not get that, and I mean, it's not worth bringing in the down corn if I'm gonna have to fight that the whole rest of the time. So we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
As we all know, Nathan's big thing driving on these field is compaction, so we go in the same row and stuff like that. And he was just stopped over there, so that's not a good sign. But now he's moving again. I do still have 14,000 pounds on this cart. It's more than we would like to take heading to the back of the field. But the truck that's out by the road is full, just waiting on fill. We'd like to keep the combine going. I know the more we go now, we're just gonna wait that much longer on the next truck, but just deciding where we need to sit in the field. There's a wet spot over this hill over here that you'll see on the video that Nathan's been driving through and has been having the problems with the corn head. Don't know if we need to be on the front or the back side of it. I don't know if you can see the combine over there peeking out of the corn, but it's stopped again. I can only imagine how Nathan is acting in the cab. I bet he is pretty furious. It's about the second or third time in the third, maybe half of a pass down the field. So the last bit of the field is going to be a tough one. And here we go again. Let's see if we can go a whole unload without plugging up the head or pushing any corn. Likely, no. We have moved through that wet spot. It's gotten drier over to the side, so that does help. But we'll find out here. Still seemed a little irritated in the cab there. Let's get this last acres done and call her a year. Not a day, not a week, not a month, a year.
Well, we'll add a little drama to today. The snow is continuing to fall. So if you're not familiar with it, snow equals plugged combines. So we can't have snow on the corn itself when we're harvesting it. If it starts building up on the head, on the snouts, and piling up there, it's going into the combine and it will plug up the sieves, and then basically the corn will go into the combine and right out the back and not into the grain tank. So we've got to get this done before we get too much snow. I don't think we're supposed to get a lot of snow. I don't think we were supposed to get any snow today. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but clearly it's snowing, so we can't have much left. I mean, 10, 12 acres, 12 to 15 acres, I guess. We're getting it, but we gotta keep moving. Also, while we're adding drama to today's video of will we finish today? Dun dun dun. 3 bars of fuel and 3 bars of death. Is that enough? Gonna be close. Still struggling with his auger plugging up occasionally. Getting some of this down stuff. But can you guys see how big of a hill that is there? See how we're looking straight into the corn at the top of it, or it's actually higher than we are right now in the cab? There's quite a hill on the end of this field that's surprisingly firm, but when it's wet here, it's hard to make it up it. That's why, yeah. That's why we got stuck there. Anyway. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there.
And looky here, look what truck Phil brought back, the Cascadia. We had the International going for a little bit. It's got a little smaller trailer on it. This one can hold almost 10,000 more pounds. So it's nice to have the bigger trailer. You'll never guess what happened. The head plugged again. I don't know if you can see over there. Probably not. I just caught it out of the glimpse of my eye. A coyote ran. But we got most of the grain tank emptied before he plugged up, so he didn't spill any this time, but he's not a happy camper in there.
So I'm catching up on my
Okay, guys, that's it for this one.
Brian's
Thanks for watching.
videos.
It is still time to get your,
Does it still count if we beat him with harvest if they're already done, but they haven't posted the videos yet? Because I saw on Instagram like 2 or 3 days ago that they finished harvest, but they hasn't posted the videos of it yet. So mine will come out tomorrow. Does that mean we beat him? I don't know.
We do not have that many passes to go to finish the season. They're longer passes, but maybe 3 more dumps at most. And then we will be done.
All right, time for an update. We have 3 rounds left. That's it, right there. That's all the corn that's left. We are down to 2 on the fuel. She's a little flashy, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And it has stopped snowing, so the snow is no longer the drama. It's now the fuel. We're gonna make it. Don't worry, we're gonna make it. So a little bit ago, we saw a coyote run across here. There go a couple of does. Can't see them real well. They're blending in on the other side of the corn there, but they're taking off for the woods. A coyote, he's either still in this patch or he's run through that way, but when I was finishing up a section over there, he ran across the gap into this corn, so there they are. Oh man, the combine's getting real mad at me now. Flashing both the DEF and the fuel lights. That's okay. I don't like storing DEF in the tank on the combine. I try and get it as empty as possible heading into winter every year because I've heard it can spoil. I've never had any issues with it, but it also freezes and there's just no reason to store it in the combine or on the equipment. So the fuel, we might fill that up before we put it in the barn just for storage capacity to get some out of the bulk tank and because it prevents condensation in the fuel tank on the combine, but that's not real critical, no big deal. So we'll have plenty to get done here and back to the farm and all of the in and out of the shop and washing and stuff that we need to do. So we're down to a round and a half. One more round there. One more round. Assuming I counted right. 180 bushel corn. It's not horrible. Most of it's been standing all right. Not all perfect, but it's good enough. So, you guys, look what I found. Look. It's the rows we've been looking for. The last ones. Oh, yes. 8 more. Oh, yeah. Find the mud for the last unload on the go of the year. Last time of the year, Brock.
Bittersweet moment, but boy, am I ready to be done.
No, it's not bittersweet at all. Let's just be done.
Yes, bittersweet moment, but boy, am I ready to be done.
Oh, it's not bittersweet at all. Let's just be done.
Like you said, the last one of the year, the last pass, last dump. We're gonna try to fit it in this truck so Phil doesn't have to bring another one. I think I can. May not be legal, but we'll get it back to the farm and it'll be all right. But just, it's been a long season and I enjoy it. Really excited at the start, but boy, is everybody ready to be done when it comes to the end. And here we go. I think Nathan's filming in the cab. I'm filming in the grain cart here. The last rows of harvest 2021. And we will be done. Here the end of the field comes. So nice to be done. There you go. Last of the corn in the combine. Now it's in the combine. He shut the auger off. We're empty. And it's time to pack up and go home.
Oh, we're gonna make it. There it is. The end. There it is. We are finished with corn, with soybeans, with double crop, with wheat. Harvest 21 in the books. So I'm just letting the combine run here for a second. I turned the fan speed all the way up, opened the chafer way up, opened the sieve and the whatchamacallit, chaffer all the way up, just letting it clean out a little bit. I'm gonna get out and brush some of the heavy stuff off, feeder house and the rest of the machine, and we're gonna head back to the farm. Oh man, we really cab corned it during that live stream.
Well, like I said, I don't know if we're gonna be legal here, but we did get everything to fit on the truck. It'll pop up how much we got on this truck. It's supposed to be 58,000. Yeah, we're at 61. Not too bad. 3,000 over, but hey, she all fit. So we're gonna fold up the grain cart auger and take her back to the farm. We're done.
Well, that sucks. So the combine is doing a exhaust filter cleaning. That's what that little indicator there means. And you can't shut the combine off when it's doing that because it needs to cool down. So I shut it off and then it yells at you. Super annoying. And you gotta start it back up and let it run for 10 minutes. But now I'm in the shop and I got the door open and I don't really want to close the door with the combine running in here. But I can't shut the combine off. Oh, it's frustrating. The old one did that too. That's not a new thing on this combine. So Dad said the guys that are doing our concrete work showed up today and they want to pour footers tomorrow. Seems like a bad idea to me. But we've got this ice out here and this water from the rain we had the other day that's kind of in the way. So Dad wanted me to get the backhoe and try and scrape it off. I don't know where it's gonna go, but yeah, we can do that. Oh, it's hard. That's thick ice. There's liquid under it. Well, we'll get off what we can, I guess. We didn't forget a field or anything, did we? Like, we are done. I'm pretty sure, but it's that last day of harvest, and I think we got everything kind of moment like, huh. Now we're done. I'm sure we're done. Yeah, we are. Well, I don't know how this is gonna work, but let's see what happens here. I'm gonna try and just, I don't know, grab the chunks of ice and throw them over that mound over there. Can I break through it? Oh, I can't even break. Oh, there, we made it. Yeah, there, we're through it. Well, that was not what I was expecting. I didn't think it would be hard to break it with the backhoe. Well, I'm not entirely sure that that is what they had in mind, but we got it somewhat pushed out of there. It's going to freeze over again tonight. We can try it again in the morning if we need to. Oh, I'd say this corn is drying quite well. 3,000 bushel an hour. That's fast. That's really, really fast. Like the fastest I've ever seen it. Phil even turned the drying temperature down. We could turn it down more, but what's the point? We're almost done. Wow. We're done.
We're done.
Finally. Guess what you get to do now?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so we go into equipment cleanup mode now. First thing is the combine, the corn head, the bean head. I probably will put the bean head on one of these days when it's warm and try and get that cleaned up, because that we're not going to do any maintenance to, so we'll just put it in the barn and be done with it. Grain cart, similar thing. It doesn't really need a lot of maintenance, just needs cleaned up, so we can get that cleaned up and put away. And then the combine and the corn head, they'll stay in the shop for a while because we'll go through them and make sure everything's good and clean, and it just takes a long time, especially on that combine. So that's the plan for the next month. Anyway, if we could have the combine out of the shop by the first of the year, that would be great. I don't know if we can do that. We'll see, because we're starting so late. It's the 8th of December already. Usually it's before Thanksgiving when we get started on that. So we may also get a chance to do a little bit of tillage yet. I don't know. It's awfully wet right now. It's going to have to dry out, not just freeze up, but dry out a little bit. So we'll see. I have a feeling we're done with the tillage, but you never know. There might be an opportunity there. So we'll see. Once we get the harvest equipment through the shop and cleaned up and stuff, then we start working on tractors, changing oil, doing all the maintenance and that kind of stuff. You're not quitting on me, are you?
Nope.
No. Okay, good. I got a lot of stuff to do in my house, so you have to do a lot of the work. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go down to my house because I think they've been working down there, and I want to know what's going on because I've been there for 2 days. And then it's 5 o'clock, so I'm going home. It's winter working hours now. 8 to 5. That's it. Well, let's see what's been happening in the house here. Not a whole lot, it doesn't look like. Oh yeah, we got progress. Check it out, check it out. The stone for our fireplace, that looks fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. Looks great. Place for a mantle. All right, cool. Got the hearth down there, love it. That's awesome. That looks exactly like it's supposed to. Perfect. Dad and I've got some more work to do to these stairs here yet, but we'll get to it when we get to it. He's got a meeting tomorrow as well, so won't happen tomorrow. They did put the first coat of paint on the trim, but that's just a primer coat, and they were going through and sanding it. And they got another primer coat, and then I think 2 or 3 finish coats they're going to put on it. So long ways to go on the painting of the trim. But man, that looks great. Oh yeah, I bought this water softener. Got that earlier this week. Maybe we can install that tomorrow. Yeah, that might be what we do. All right, let's wrap this one up. Last day of harvest. Oh, dang it. Gotta go back and get the GoPro. All right, let's try this again. GoPro 1, GoPro 2. I used one, Brock used one. Okay, so let's wrap this up. That seems like it was a really long harvest. I mean, we started the 12th of September and we're just now finishing on the 8th of December. It's 3 months. It's a long season. I don't know if we're done in the fields and with all of our field work. We might get some tillage work yet, but we started planting the 17th of March. March to December is an awfully long farming season. So it'll be good to slow down and change the pace a little bit here. Hopefully we'll get a couple of days of tillage in yet. I don't know that that's going to happen just because it's so wet, but I will do a kind of a year recap video or something. I don't know. We'll talk about stuff a little bit more, but overall, we had a very good year. Our yields were above average. I don't want to say, I'm going to stop short of saying it was our best ever because I don't think it was, but we had very, very good crops, all the way from wheat through corn. So things are decent. We got to sit down and do some yield analysis stuff. We've got to do some financial analysis, Dad and Phil and I, and figure out what our next moves are and what we can and can't do, want to do, need to do, all that kind of stuff. So we got a lot of year-end planning and wrap-up stuff that we've got to do. We're going to get the shop work going. We're going to start working on cleaning equipment up, all that kind of stuff. So there'll be videos still coming. They may slow down slightly. It may be 4 a week instead of 5 or something like that. I do need to spend some time on the road doing some seed business stuff here over the next 2 to 3 weeks. So we'll see. But thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you sticking with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. I still would like to get to 20,000 subscribers. We're so close. Just help me get there, please. And make sure you like all the videos, including this one, so that helps YouTube show it to other people. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you again probably tomorrow.